Hello everyone. I just wanted to thank you all for this. Just made 50,000 subscribers, and I can remember when I started my YouTube site, I was wondering if anybody would be interested. And I have been surprised, and it has been very interesting. The questions that I get from actually all over the world is really interesting to me. And I must always remember that there's always new people that are watching or discovering my site. So while I'm here, I thought I would cover a few more things. My books that are available. The top one there, the All-American 5 Radio, Understanding and Restoring, that's been around for quite a while, since 2003, I believe. The bottom one I just put up, and I don't think it's really available yet. And I do need to work on that. And the title is, I Could Fix It Too If I Knew What Was Wrong With It. And what this book is about is a whole bunch of stories, things that have happened to me, funny or interesting, and real important things like getting the squadron ducks drunk in the Philippines, important things like that. I do want to cover another book. Let me bring up my YouTube site here. If you go to the About and scroll down just a little bit, you see free ebook. And the password is right up here. All-American 5 Radio. All small letters, all one word. Right now I'm going to light it up. I just double-clicked on it. I'm going to copy that, because I've already downloaded the book, and it's going to ask you for a password. Let me lower this and get back to here. Here's the download that I did earlier. I'm going to click on it. Oh, I have it up already. I was expecting it to ask me for a password. Anyway, I had copied. Well, let me show you that. Let me just close that. Yeah, okay. Okay, now I have clicked on it and asked for a password. I have copied the All-American 5 Radio from my website, and I'm just going to... Whoops. I forgot to paste. Come on, wake up. There we go. Do a Control V. There we go. This will work much better. Okay. There it is. The vacuum tube shortwave radio. And I'm not quite sure how I did this, but the iTube, if you notice, it's not just a picture, it does seem to glow. And again, I don't really remember how I did that, but that's not uncommon. I do a lot of things that I have forgotten that I've done and have to rediscover them. Anyway, here's the radio that I used. And for you new people, I encourage you to download this book, because there is a lot of information in this book. And it's a PDF file, so you can maneuver through it easily. And let's take a look at a few other subjects here. Here's vacuum tubes. And I go through a simple diode and some other tubes later on. There's the filament cathode plate and how they're put together so they function. And let's see here, the power supply of this radio. A little diagram here. This is where we are in the diagram. And let's see here, let me go down. Well, we got audio output of this radio, how it works, all the drawings and all the pictures I did, and things that I want to point out, or things like this. When you see figure 4-3, you can just click on it and it will go there like that. And here's another example, figure A1 goes to the wiring diagram. Something else I want to show, let's see, I go through every part of this radio, plus extra things like part replacement and spare parts. Where do you get those? Which is very important now because, they don't make this stuff anymore. But what I want to show, if I can get to it here, is the troubleshooting guide. And the best troubleshooting tool is knowledge. And that is true. And what I mean by that is, if you understand what the components do, you can read any circuit. But you have to understand what the components do. How does a tube function? What does a resistor do? What does a capacitor do? And depending on where it is in the circuit, particularly resistors and capacitors, it depends on what it's doing, But they all have to function. They're all designed to work in a specific way. Okay, let's see here. Here's current. No or low current. I just want to point out a few things, like all the tubes are lit. And this is the subject here, C34B+. And the short line and longer line means this is the beginning of the subject. And as we scroll down, this is a short subject here. We've got 2 lines here. That means that's the end of it. And again, anytime that you see something like this, all you have to do is click on it. It'll go there. This is chapter 4, page 106. So if I click on it, it'll go right there. When I page up here, you can see that it is page 106. So I hope that you download this free ebook. I think you will really enjoy it. One more thing I want to show you is the last page. My brother wrote this, and he's explaining how I got interested in radio technology, it's when I discovered that I could jam my brother's radio with my crystal set. And that is true, but however, he did not mention one thing until I was threatened with bodily harm. Anyway, I want to thank you all again. I enjoy doing this YouTube site, and I also have learned a great deal. Thanks again, and thanks for watching.